Okay guys, good news. Samsung has launched the Galaxy Tab S6 last night at about 10 p.m. We had a quick look at it and it is a flagship, unlike the S5e that was launched in May sometime earlier this year. And this is sort of the competitor to the iPad Pro and the iPad Air. It's more like the iPad Air in terms of size, but in terms of overall look, it's gonna look like the iPad Pro. I'll tell you why, because it's mostly aluminum, and the bezels are very thin, plus it's got a very square-ish shape. But its size is 10.5 inch. It's got a 10.5 inch Super AMOLED display, which you can expect to be really gorgeous. So unlike the iPad Air, which has really thick bezels around the sides, the S6 will have the same size, but with probably larger screen real estate with lesser bezel. At the back, you can expect two cameras, one 30 megapixel wide camera and a 5 megapixel ultra wide camera. At the front is an 8 megapixel selfie shooter, pretty basic there. Okay, so another new thing is support for S Pen. It comes in the box itself. The new S Pen that is made for the S6 will support Bluetooth, so you can wave it around like a wand for presentations. It attaches to the back of the pad, like so. There's an indentation there for charging. It's not the most secure way of placing your pen, but neither is the way you put it on the iPad Pro. Another new addition is a new keyboard, a book cover case keyboard. It's sold separately, unfortunately, and it's very expensive. It comes separately and it attaches like so, but what's different is that it actually has a trackpad. If you get it, you can actually turn the S6, the Tab S6, into a laptop replacement, which Samsung is definitely gunning for here. Speaking of the keyboard, it supports Samsung DeX, which sort of turns your layout into a more desktop-like feel. Hence the trackpads on the keyboards, hence the placement, and hence why we keep saying that it's supposed to be a laptop replacement. It can be a laptop replacement. Why we say that is because it's a flagship and it comes with a Snapdragon 855. But when it comes to Malaysia, it's probably going to come with an Exynos 9820, so that should bump the price down a bit. We're not sure. But if it does come with 855, great. But the Exynos is fine as well. It also comes with up to 8GB of RAM, 256GB of internal storage. Now, according to online sources, the folks that have gotten the device a bit earlier, they say that there's a basic version with Wi-Fi, and then you can also get it with cellular connectivity. If you get the cellular one, it supports a single nano SIM card. Plus, if you get the basic one, it's probably going to cost from $649 US. If you convert it to Malaysian ringgit, it's going to cost about 2,700 ringgit. So it puts it about 600 ringgit more than the iPad Air, the basic Wi-Fi version, of course. But it's still a lot cheaper than the iPad Pro, which is about 3,000 ringgit. And if Samsung plans to market it as the competitor to the iPad Pro, then it's actually definitely a worthy competition. Despite being smaller, the iPad Pro comes with a minimum of 11 inches. This one is 10.5 inches. It's actually pretty decent, especially if we get the 855 Snapdragon 855 variant, which is unlikely, but it's fine. It also has expandable storage via micro SD card. Also, I need to mention that there is no headphone jack, so you're gonna need to use a dongle. But for audio, you can expect 4 speakers, one at each corner like the iPad Pro. We're not sure about the quality, we're not sure if it's better than the iPad Pro, which is actually quite fantastic. So you're supposed to get really good audio quality out of it. And speaking of productivity and content consumption, you have a 7040 milliamp battery that charges via USB-C. That makes it a pretty decent portable laptop replacement, if you will, because this is what it's supposed to be at the price. Now, if you're looking to stick with the Android ecosystem and you're looking for the Android tablet to be your laptop replacement, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 should definitely be the one you go for, because it comes with an S Pen and it supports a keyboard with a trackpad. Plus, it's priced in between the iPad Air and the iPad Pro. In terms of performance, it should be right up there with the two. So it's definitely worth a shout. So if you like to see more videos like this, remember to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, it helps a lot. Until next time, this is Victor signing off. Bye-bye.